1.6 of an inch for 5 shots at 100, so pretty happy with that. I thought I'd better come out here to 1,000 to really test out the rifle before I finish the review. Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Remington 700 SPS Tactical AAC-SD rifle. Now this rifle here is in 6.5 Creedmoor, and there are a couple of little upgrades that have been done to it, and I'll run through that in more detail shortly. So first of all, let's just go ahead and clear it, and we'll give you a run by of it. So anyone familiar with the Remington 700 will know that it's been around for a long time. You know, a lot of custom gun makers base their custom rifles off that 700 action because it is just time tested. So the idea of this review is just to show you a basic Remington 700 rifle, you know, and hopefully achieve some decent accuracy out of it, because they have really made a name for themselves in that department. In saying that though, Remington have also made a name for themselves in a negative light. Now why I say that is from my own experience, guys. You know, I've had some really shocking Remingtons that have just been terrible rifles. You know, I had a Remington Police Tactical in 308, and it was dead set just a Friday afternoon gun. Like, you know, I'd shoot like 2 rounds at 100, and they'd pretty much be on top of each other, and then I'd fire a 3rd round, and you know, it'd be 2 or 3 inches off. You know, just terrible. And no matter what ammo I put through it, you know, I just could not get it to shoot. It just wouldn't shoot. And you know, and I've seen Remington 700s as well with the receiver holes at the top for your mounts, you know, drilled misaligned, so you can't even, you know, put all the screws in it to align a Picatinny rail or something. You know, it's just really low, poor quality control in my view. So, you know, that's been a couple of negatives that I've seen, you know, with Remington. But then on the positives, like I've had Remington 7615, you know, the pump action 223, that's been a brilliant rifle, nice and accurate, no complaints whatsoever. I've also had a Remington 700 Sendero in 300 Win Mag, and that rifle just shot brilliantly, no complaints whatsoever there as well. So I'm pretty sure that you guys out there who are watching this will, you know, open up the conversation in the comments below about your experiences with Remington. So let's start off with the barrel here. We've got a heavy profile varmint barrel, 22 inches in length. It's threaded at the end here for 5/8 by 24 thread, which is the standard US thread for 308 or around that caliber. So you can put on obviously muzzle brakes, you know, of your choice. There's numerous ones out there that have that thread for it. Now on the front here, I've got the Harris bipod. This is just a standard 6 to 9 inch length one. $220 for that. So that obviously was an upgrade there. Just attaches to the front sling stud there. Now this stock here is the Hogue Gilly Green stock, they call it. Okay, so it's an alloy pillar bedded stock. They do say that it provides decent accuracy with the rifle, but we'll certainly put that to the test in this review. So it's just that typical Hogue, you know, it's just that rubber feel, you know, to the stock, which I actually like that. Now coming back here to the action, couple of upgrades here. Okay, we'll start off with the trigger. So this trigger here is an Elfman tactical trigger. Okay, it's adjustable from like 2 ounces right up to 5 pounds. So it's $450 extra if you do want to get that. Yeah, this one breaks clean at £1. So look, it's pretty damn light, that's for sure, but very crisp, you know, just single stage trigger. The magazine is just an internal 4-round magazine. So you just got to load through the top there. We've just got the typical, you know, Remington 700 bolt there, except on the actual bolt knob, we've got the KRG bolt knob, okay, which is an oversized knob that goes over the Remington 700 bolt knob, and it's like $50 extra, okay. The safety on these are really straightforward, just back for safe, forward for fire. So when it's back on safe there, you can obviously manipulate the action but naturally you can't fire, so you just got to put it forward to be able to fire. On top, just got loopholed Picatinny rail, and we've got MDT mounts, and we've got one of the newer Vortex Strike Eagle 5-25 by 56 MRAD optics on top. Now these optics look fairly cheap. You know, they're made in China, so look, $1,150 thereabouts that you'll pay here in Australia. Now it wouldn't be my choice for a long range optic. You guys know how I feel with a lot of Chinese optics. I just don't trust them, and you know, if this performs, hey, I'll give it a rap and say it certainly has, but if it doesn't perform, then you guys will certainly know about it as well. Coming to the rear of the rifle here, we've just got the rear sling attachment there, and we've got a pretty generous kick pad. So this being in 6.5 Creedmoor, I mean, you know, look, it doesn't recoil anywhere near what a 308 does. It's quite timid compared to a 308, which is really nice when you're using it, you know, obviously without a muzzle brake and you are recoil sensitive. So overall, guys, I wanted to show you a setup that, you know, is sort of semi-budget. You know what I mean? Like, you're not paying $3 just for the rifle, bare bones, straight out of the box like some of the higher end platforms. I just wanted to show you the Remington 700 with a couple of, you know, upgrades there, and just show you it in action. So look, obviously the Remington are made in the USA, and you can get the rifle for about $1,249 here in Australia. So let's get out on the farm now, get it zeroed, and then we'll take it out long range and show you what it's capable of. Okay, so we'll run you through the ammo we're going to use today. So we're going to start off with the Federal Premium Gold Medal Burger, which is the 130 grain open tip match. Then we've got the American Eagle, which is the 140 grain open tip match. Then we've got the Winchester 140 grain match. Then we've got some of this cheap 140 grain boat tail hollow point American Gunner from Hornady. So it'll be interesting just to see how they perform. And then finally, we've got the 147 grain ELD match from Hornady as well. So we've got a target down there at 100 yards. We're going to fire 5 shots for each group and just see, you know, which one the Remington likes. I'm pretty sure though we should be able to get sub-moa, you know, with this setup. Okay, so we'll take a look at the first shot here with the Federal ammo. We got 0.7 of an inch. Then we come down to the American Eagle. We had one little flyer there that's put us out to about an inch. Otherwise, we would have been at half an inch there, which is, you know, fantastic for cheap ammo. Then we come up to the Winchester, just under an inch at 0.8 of an inch. Then we come up to the 140 grain Hornady, and we're just on an inch. Then down to the 147 grain Hornady, That's bored in nicely to 0.6 of an inch for 5 shots at 100. So pretty happy with that. All right, so loading the magazine has been quite difficult, to be honest, and I've had quite a few jams with every ammo I've tried. So when the 4th round is in, it starts to move forward, and then the bolt slides over the top of the round. And that's what I'm finding time and time again. So it doesn't matter, even if I try to reseat it properly, it just goes straight over the top. So then you've got to empty the magazine from the bottom, which is obviously a pain to have to do it with a brand new rifle. All right, guys, so you see there, 600, made some adjustments there. I only took one shot just to know where I was going there at 800, and now I've just made some adjustments for 1,000 because I'm running out of ammo, so I've only got one pack left. So yeah, I thought I'd better come out here to 1,000 to really test out the rifle before I finish the review. So let's just see how we go. Hit. 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 Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the Remington 700. Let's have a talk about the big negative for me. That's the magazine. The fact that I had to load single rounds only just frustrated the living hell out of me. It really did. I don't understand why any manufacturer can send a rifle out and have faults with the magazine. Now look, it's not just beating up on Remington here. I mean, I've had magazine issues with Savage, I've had magazine issues with Hauer. It's not brand specific, it's across the board with quite a few of them now. And you guys know I call it the way it is. To me, that's really disappointing, because when you buy a brand new rifle, do you really want to be taking it back going, oh look, it doesn't feed the ammunition properly? It's the heart and soul of the firearm, the action, and I just don't understand why so many of these firearms have problems with the magazines. I just don't understand that. But anyhow, that's really disappointing for me. But on the positives, I mean, the accuracy out of this, fantastic, for a rifle that's only, a little over $1,200, and you can shoot definitely sub-MOA with it, fantastic. The action in general, nice and smooth. The Remington 700 action is time tested, and hence why I don't understand why there's issues with this magazine. But anyhow, let's talk more about the positives. The overall feel of it, in general, very nice. I can't complain about that at all. The trigger on it, now look, I know it's not the standard Remington trigger, but I just have to mention it, absolutely beautiful. It just made precision shots a lot easier, just having that nice, light, crisp trigger. So that brings me now to the scope, guys. The glass on it's nice and clear. I enjoyed shooting with it, and it did the job, that's for sure. So yeah, guys, look, overall, a couple of bugbears with the whole system, but for a budget setup, look, it's pretty decent, and I'm pretty sure those other issues can be ironed out. It's just frustrating having them. All right, we'll leave the review at that. I really hope you enjoyed watching it, so till next time, we'll catch you then.